Jake, you're a piece of shit. A piece of shit. Oh, Jake, you suck.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look at a camera and I talk to myself. Hey, how are you doing? Good? That's freaking fantastic. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good day. If you're listening to this on a Monday, hope it's a good one. Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever fucking day, I hope it's a good one you're having. And if it's not, dude, brush that shit off your shoulders, dude, because tomorrow can be sick if you let it. This is Motivational Jakey, and I'm fucking starting this podcast off. If you have a bad day, you can resurrect that shit if you keep a positive attitude and you look forward on the horizon in the future, baby. If you look towards your goals and you accomplish them, you're gonna feel fucking fantastic. All right, anyway, I'm feeling frisky right now, dude. I'm feeling silly. I'm feeling silly and strange. I'm feeling weird, but I'm feeling good, man. And this month, the 19th, March 19th, Pine Box Rock Shop. Me and Josh have another show. Jake and Josh are not funny. Pine Box Rock Shop, 8 o'clock on March 19th. That's a Thursday. That's 2 weeks from now. It's going to be fucking sick, dude. It's going to be fucking so sick. You're not even going to know what to do with yourself, man. You're going to be fucking ecstatic. But it's going to be really good. We have some amazing people on it. And it's free. It's fun. And come on down and have a drink with me after. It'll be a great time. Also, March 29th, Josh has a show at Union Hall, baby, called A Show for the People. And it truly is a show for the people because every person who sees it is going to freaking love it, I'm telling you. I'm on the show as well. I'll be doing some stand-up. So come on down if you want to see me tell jokes. And even if you don't want to see me tell jokes, come for Josh. He's going to fucking put on a wonderful show. That's at Union Hall on the 29th, Sunday. I forget what time. I'll tell you in the next podcast. Look it up. It's on the Facebook. Anyway, what's up, guys? I've had a bit of a week. I've been very tired. I started a new job this week, so I'm a little wonky. I'm a little all over the place. There's a lot I want to talk about, and I don't really know where to start. But I guess I'll start with this since it's very personal to me and it's very personal to the world right now. My hometown is the epicenter of corona for the U.S. No, it's not the epicenter, but I heard there were some cases in Seattle of corona. Anyway, guys, I said it last week. Corona's coming. It's here, dude. Coronavirus. It's here. What are we going to do about it? Nothing. Okay? If you're under 16, it's apparently very dangerous. If you're over 60, it's apparently very dangerous. I'm in that sweet middle spot, so I'm good, dude. But even if I wasn't, I don't know, if you're over 60 and you're like, you lived a pretty good life so far, right? I mean, I don't want you to die. I don't want you to get coronavirus and fucking peace out of existence, but I feel more bad for the youngings who might get it because they haven't lived a life yet. This is getting dark. But what I'm saying is, dude, they found a case in my hometown. Somers. First case. One case of corona in Somers. So I looked deeper into it. And I was talking to my friend about it. And my friend goes, yeah, you know, schools are closed because of it. Like the schools in my hometown are all shut down because somebody's parent had corona. Let me explain further. It's the person who got corona is a mother of a child in the school system. So the mother has now quarantined herself and is not letting her kid go to school. And then apparently they're also closing all the schools just in case. I guess to desanitize, or rather sanitize all of the schools. I don't know if they're going to wipe them down with Purell. I don't know what they're going to do. It's going to be like It's Always Sunny when Frank wants to be pure. I don't know if you guys watch Always Sunny, but there's an episode where Frank, there's a some sort of virus out there, and they all quarantine themselves in the bar, and Frank fucking what's it called? It's flu season, I think. Anyway, but Frank shaves all of his hair off and is just wiping himself with fucking hand sanitizer, and he's like, I just want to be pure. That's what they're doing. That's what that fucking mom is doing. Her daughter's just in the corner like, dude, I'm so psyched that I don't get to go to school. And her mom's like, we need to stay pure. Anyway, if you haven't seen that episode of It's Always Sunny, you don't really know what the fuck I'm talking about. And if you haven't seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, stop listening to this podcast. I'm going to make It's Always Sunny references, okay? If you like this podcast, go watch Always Sunny so you can be aware of the lingo, baby. Anyway, what I'm trying to get to, if my fucking wonky brain will calm down and focus, what I'm saying is, dude, if you were a kid, you'd be psyched for coronavirus. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I was thinking about if I was in school right now and somebody got corona, or somebody's parent got corona, so they shut the whole school down. Not only am I going to be so fucking psyched and be like, dude, coronavirus is sick, but whoever's parent that was, like that kid, I love that kid. It'll be weird because you would love that kid, but simultaneously, like, since you are in middle school or high school and you are vicious fucking assholes, you are going to, be making fun of that kid. Be like, oh, dude, you got corona. Like, even they're not going to have corona. They're going to come back to school very healthy, but still the kids are going to say you have corona for like a month, at least a month. But also, we're going to all be like, dude, thank you so much for getting... Any excuse to get out of school when you're in middle school or high school is amazing. Doesn't matter what happens. Doesn't matter if the fucking school burns down and a couple of people die. Whoever survives is like, dude, worth it. No, a fucking week off of school? Hell yeah, dude. Dude, that's unfortunate, but it's true. That is true. That is. I'm sorry. I mean, it's fucked up now looking back, but as a kid in the school, you're too young to get it. You know what I'm saying? If there was a fire and one kid died, the rest of the school would be like, that sucks, but I didn't really know Jimmy that much, and we don't have school for a month. What the fuck? Dude, I'm playing fucking Gears of War. Now, wouldn't it be Gears of War? It'd be like fucking Fortnite or something. But what are the kids playing? Apex Legends? No, I don't know. Whatever online game that everyone was obsessed with. That would be it. Everyone would be fucking hanging out outside of school being like, dude, this is sick. I hope they never fix the school. I hope we never learn again. They should really change school if like that's the intense feeling that most kids have with it. Is I don't want to fucking be here. I hate this. You know what I'm saying? I was also making jokes with my friend because he when we were in high school and all throughout school, my friend, he didn't go to school. You know what I'm saying? He knew the days he didn't need to be there and he just didn't show up, which I learned from him my senior year. So my senior year, I found out like you legit have like 25 sick days in high school, or at least in my high school, you had like 25. You could miss 25 days of school, which is an insane amount of fucking school days, by the way. If you had a job and you missed 25 days of work, they would fucking fire you. You know what I'm saying? That shows how much they know there's filler time in school. Is that they're like, yeah, 25 days and you still fucking graduate. What, dude? Make your shit more concise then, huh? If I can miss 25 days worth of lessons, that means you have 25 days too many fucking lessons, dude. Make this shit shorter. Do we really have to go over Pythagorean theorem 19 times? Huh? We didn't really have to dissect that frog, okay? You guys remember that? Dissecting frogs? That was fucked, dude. Again, another thing of like, hey, you're a young kid. You don't know what's going on. I remember we dissected the frog, and then me and my friends were like ripping apart frogs. We just straight up were like after we were done taking all the organs out, we just ripped its fucking body apart. Which now, if I saw two kids doing that, I'd be like, those kids are fucked up. But in the moment, we were just like, it's a frog. I guess we were like, we already carved it up. Might as well rip it apart. It's fucked, dude. I'm telling you. I look back at that and go, what, dude? Nah. And the teacher didn't do shit. The teacher was just like, what are you guys doing? And we were like, I don't know. We're fucking around. And she was like, stop. Stop tearing a dead animal apart. That's what we were doing. You don't think of it because it's a frog and frogs are gross pieces of shit. But it's still an animal and we're tearing apart its body. I don't know. Now I'm thinking back about it. It's like, it's weird that we even dissected a frog. You know what I'm saying? We performed an autopsy on a frog. Also, all these frogs are killed for us to dissect them. That's a weird fucking thing. Why can't we get frogs that died in the field, you know? Died in the line of duty. Choked on a fly. Then it's like, hey, now educate the kids. Why can't we do that? Anyway, coronavirus, man. I would be psyched for it if I was a kid. And I'm not psyched about it now. Like, I don't, you know, people are dying. That's not cool. I think that's bad. You know? And if somebody died personally to me from coronavirus, I'd feel some type of way about it. I feel fucking terrible about it. But also at the same time, part of me, when I think about corona, I'm just like, yeah, man, it's about time, you know? Like, we're lucky it's not just a straight up plague. Like, the way people are reacting to coronavirus right now, like, do people not understand that there was just, like, the bubonic plague or the black plague? The black plague, rats just fucked our lives up. Maybe that's why we hate rats so fucking much. I mean, I think they're cute, so maybe I'm closer to catching a plague than I think. But dude, subway rats, they're cute as shit, dude. I don't want to hold one. I don't want them touching me, but like from afar, just a dirty little rat is a cutie, dude. Lab rats are, I feel like I've said this on here. Lab rats are disgusting as shit with their beady red fucking eyes. They're clean to a point that doesn't make sense humanly. I guess I feel that way about human beings too. I like somebody with a little bit of grit on them, you know? I like somebody like a little dirty, a little weathered. When I see somebody who's just like perfect looking, who's just like fucking pristine and like, I don't ever laugh because it causes wrinkles. Anybody like that speaking British and not laughing? Fuck that, dude. You fucking... Not to shit on British people. There's a lot of British people with grit that I love. Tom Hardy's one of them. But you know what I'm saying. If you're a posh motherfucker, you make me uncomfortable. And that's what I'm saying. Lab rats, albino rats, they're the posh version of a rat. So I like those, you know, those scoundrel rats. You know what I'm saying? I like those little chimney sweep rats. I like rats with a little dust on them. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, corona. I just feel like we're lucky it's not a plague, you know? Like coronavirus is like the softest fucking virus. It's like what? Only is it even deadlier than the flu? Isn't it just like a new flu? I don't know. I just feel like there's always this. You know what I'm saying? Every couple of years there's one of these and the media like jumps on it and it becomes this huge fucking story, but then it doesn't actually kill everyone. Like it creates movies like Contagion. Remember the swine flu was really fucking popular? The bird flu, whatever it was. Was it the bird flu or swine flu? Those are two separate ones, right? I'm assuming. They all come from fucking animals who are just like, listen, you guys gotta go. I mean, that's really what it is. There's too many people. Stuff like coronavirus pops up because there's too many of us. And I'm not excluding myself from that. Like, I don't need to exist. And maybe that's a bummer to bring up and people don't want to think about that, but a lot of us don't need to be here. There's too many people. Okay? If you were in the mood for chocolate and someone gave you 50 chocolate candies, you'd be like, listen, I only needed 10 of these. Yeah, dude. And the earth is saying the same thing about human beings. Yeah, I'll have a couple of these guys. Then there's fucking what? A billion of us? How many fucking people are there? And the Earth's just like, hey, dude, I've had enough of it. Yeah, man. It's just I don't know. I hope everyone's safe out there though. I hope nobody else dies. I hope everyone's good, but I don't know. I guess I'm saying from my perspective, if I get coronavirus and I go, man. Don't worry about me. There's nothing you could do about it. I don't know. I'm just saying what I said the last podcast. But yeah, I guess what I really want to talk about was just like, yeah, Coronian kids, man. Dude, fucking I'm in the city, right? For work, and I just keep seeing kids with um with fucking face masks on and shit. Um I just keep saying people in general with masks on. Also, that's not gonna fucking help. I already watched something where they were talking about it. A doctor was talking about, yeah, dude, if you wear a mask and you don't have the virus, it's not gonna prevent you from getting it. You still might get it. But if you wear it because you have it, you'll keep from spreading it. So I don't know if I'm just prejudging all these people who are wearing the masks and being like, oh, they have it and they're protecting me. Because they could they could just have it on and be protecting me, but I'm prejudging and thinking like, no, you guys are just trying not to fucking get it. Which also is kind of insulting because it's all like, we don't have it, dude. What are you fucking implying that we have it? We don't, okay? You're the odd man out here. You're making us uncomfortable. Anyway, I keep seeing teenagers wearing the masks, and it's so obviously a thing of like, there's two things happening with kids and coronavirus right now. They're excited as fuck because they don't have to go to school, and they don't have a concept of like, I'm not saying kids don't have a concept of life and death, but they don't, okay? Listen, I went to a lot of funerals growing up. I've said this on the podcast before, and I had a first-hand fucking confrontation with death multiple times a year, and I still didn't quite get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just a disconnect. Like, you understand people can die, but you don't really get it. At least I didn't. And I think a lot of young kids don't. And what I'm saying is, you're excited for school being closed, and you're also using the virus as an excuse to wear masks on your mouth that make you feel badass. To pretend that you're a fucking Black Ops character. Dude, I've seen so many teenagers with fucking face masks on that are just like, they're like skull masks, like they're trying to make their mouth look into like a skeleton's mouth. It's so obviously like what a teenage boy thinks is cool, like kids wearing like half a Deadpool mask. Do you know what I'm saying? Or they're wearing a full Deadpool mask to be like, yeah, I'm trying to protect from corona. No, you're not, dude. It's the same mentality of the kid who, when it gets cold out, there's always that one teenager in your high school, that like one fucking kid who wears this ski mask, and everyone's like, hey, dude, you don't need a ski mask, okay? You can just wear a fucking regular beanie, dude. Why you're wearing a ski mask because you think you look cool, and it's an excuse to be like, no, I'm keeping my whole face warm. No, dude, you're pretending you're a fucking bank robber. Stop. That was my brother. Wore ski mask when it got cold. Okay, dude. Are your cheeks that fucking cold? No. You're wearing it because when you play fucking Payday the Heist, you wear a ski mask. You know what I'm saying? Because in GTA 4, you rob the bank with ski masks on. Dude, I played the game. I enjoyed that part. I think it looked cool to have a ski mask on. I didn't wear it to school. Okay? When I put my snow pants on, I didn't shove a ski mask on as well. You're not a fucking hunter, dude. So stupid. Anyway. What else? I guess there's one more thing I want to talk about with Corona, and then I'm done with Corona. I'm almost spending a fucking half hour on it. I guess what I wanted to say about Coroni is, and then there's these people. Okay, these people who wear the mask not to get the virus. I saw this guy, and like, it's cool if you wear a mask. It's all good. It's all good. It's fine. It's making us a little pissed off who don't have it, being like, hey, dude. It's a combination of two things. It's like, hey, dude, we don't have it, so fuck you. But also, it's a thing of like, it makes us feel sick. You know what I'm saying? It makes you feel like, do I have it? When somebody has a mask on to prevent from getting it from you, you start becoming aware that maybe you might get sick. So they're fucking placing the fear in your brain that you suppressed already, and you're just like, dude, don't bring that to the forefront of my brain. I squashed it perfectly already, okay? I wasn't even thinking about Corona, and now since I saw 6 people with face masks on, I'm like, oh shit, I guess I gotta think about it. And now I gotta think, if he's protecting himself, do I need to protect myself? Who in this train car is gonna cough in my mouth? Anyway, but here's the thing that pisses me off. Okay, I saw somebody with a face mask, that's all good. But I saw somebody with a face mask and surgical gloves on. Hey, dude, one step too many, okay? Either wear a face mask or don't. I don't want to see surgical gloves on anyone's hands. You know what you're doing if you put surgical gloves on top of the mask? You know what you're doing? You're telling the universe, hey, give me the virus. That's what you're doing. You're trying so hard not to get it that if God exists, he just put you on a list of fuck faces who need it. You know what I'm saying? God might exist. Who knows? I don't. But if he does, he definitely has a list that says fuck face who must get the coronavirus. Okay? He's got that list, and he's checking it twice, and he's going to find out if you're fucked or not. Okay, dude? He's the Santa Claus of fucking viral infection. Monster import, bro. Dude. Ride the beast. Avoid the virus. Ride the beast. Monster import, dude. One hand, no hassle. That's what it says on the back of this. I don't know what they mean. Do they mean because of the top? Or are they saying it's thinner? It's easier to hold than I can hold a regular monster can. Anyway, those who aren't watching, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, Corona Jabroni. Dude, I'm doing this morning commute now because of this job, and it's so I'm part of the masses, my man. But the thing that pisses me off so much is, like, I have to go through Times Square, right? Or at least the Times Square subway station. And there's always this woman, because they have, like, the MTA people with the fucking vests. You know what I'm talking about? With the reflective vests. Chilling. I don't know. I think they're there in case, like, people start punching each other in the face because they're so sleep deprived and angry. And there's so many people that are just like, you know what? Today's the day I attack somebody. I don't know. I guess they're there to break up fights or direct traffic. I don't know. For the most part, they just stand there. But every morning, this woman just screams good morning at all of us. Just screams it at all of us. And not only does she scream it at us, but she says it in a tone where she's like, good morning. Like she's angry that we're not saying it back. First of all, I can't hear you. And if I can't hear you, I'm sure most people with headphones just straight up can't fucking hear you say it. And also, even when I do hear you say it, what are you doing, dude? Why are you getting angry? First of all, you work in New York City. You're there every morning. Don't you know that we don't say good morning? We don't give a fuck. Okay? When you live in New York, you pretend that you're the only person. Like there are other bodies moving around, but we all live independent lives. We don't intersect unless it's fucking necessary, dude. And a good morning is not necessary, especially when I slept 4 hours and I'm ready to fucking punch my own self in the face. Sorry, I got a text. Dude, these fucking texts distracting me. But you know what I'm saying? Dude, Why is she? What are you doing? If you say good morning to somebody, it should be because from the bottom of your heart, you wanted someone to have a good morning. Don't say good morning. Say it back now. Fuck you, dude. Also, I'm never gonna say it back because the tone of her saying it makes me go, I'm never saying it to you. If she said it just like, hey, good morning, one morning, I bet you a morning this week, I would have been like, by Wednesday, definitely, I would have been like, hey, good morning. But instead, every day, good morning. She might as well be saying like, you fucking pieces of shit. You unreciprocating piles of garbage. Good morning. That's like people who say thank you, or who say what's call it? They do nice things just so someone will say thank you to them. You ever meet those fucking people? They do things that like aren't even supposed to be, like they're not even big things. Like they're things that you don't even really need to say thank you for. But the reason they do it is to hear the thank you or to get a thank you, not because they're just doing a nice thing. I've talked about this, right? People who fucking hold the door open and then if you don't say thank you, they go, you're welcome. Dude, what? Holding the door open should just be a fucking gut move, okay? If you don't automatically hold the door open for people, you're a piece of shit. That's right. Listen, man, I'm going no bones about it. If somebody is like a foot behind you, almost grabbing the door, right? About to grab it, and you don't take the extra second to hold the door open, you're a piece of shit. You are. You're a bad person and someone I don't like. Definitively. That's it. I could be dating somebody. I could be in love, right? With the love of my life. And if I saw her not hold the door for somebody behind her who was a couple inches away from the door, guess what? Relationship's over, dude. Guess who I don't love anymore? That person, okay? Hold the door open. All right? And I'm not about this whole, I don't know. I've definitely talked about this before. Whatever. I'm already talking about it now. But just like, and don't be the guy who, or the person who only holds the door open for women or what. Dude, hold it open for everybody, okay? Men need the door open too, dude. Just do it as a human fucking service. You know, we're all trying to get in the same building together, okay? Hold the door for a fucking second. Because I would do that for you, all right? But don't even do it because I would do it for you. The fact that I would do it for you doesn't matter because I'm going to do it no matter if you do it or not, okay? But I don't know. Doesn't it feel good just doing it? I like holding the door open for somebody. It's like, oh, dude, I took some effort out of your life. That's a good feeling. I don't need to thank you, bro. Anyway, that's the end of the first half. I'll see you in the second half. Hello. Hey, what's up? We're back. All right. Yeah, hold the door for people, man. It's a nice gesture and a good thing to do. Yeah. So, what else do I want to talk about? It's a lot of things. So many things. Yeah, what next? I don't know. I always have so many fucking things. Dude, I almost hit a deer last night with my car. Fucking 5 inches away from hitting this stupid deer. What the fuck, dude? Deer, what are you doing? Cross the road correctly, okay? I'm sick of these fucking deer not knowing how to time shit right. How many years have you guys been crossing the street in the middle of the night with a car coming, okay? Figure out your timing. What happens more, car accidents or deers getting hit by fucking cars? You know what I'm saying? Based on the population. I feel like deers, for the amount of deer there are, they're getting hit by cars too many times. Run faster. I don't know. Or just don't jump out when the lights are coming. You know what I'm saying? Can't they see the fucking lights? Especially at night. It's like... I mean, I think it's easier to get hit by a car in the day. I don't know. This could be fucking wrong. This is totally just my hypothesis, my bullshit theory. But I for some reason, I'm more afraid of walking around in the day than at night. Because I can see the lights coming at night, and, like, I know how to avoid it. But, like, during the day, it's just... Cars can come out of fucking nowhere. Especially if you're listening to music in your headphones. At least there's a visual indicator at night. Dude, I think about that all the time. We fucking dull our senses so aggressively. I was going for a long walk with my headphones on, and all I thought was, like, if there were deadly animals in the area I was in, I'd be, what am I doing? I'm actively making it so that I can't hear something creeping up on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we do so many things nowadays that are just so disrespectful to survival. You know what I'm saying? Like, VR headsets are so disrespectful to creatures that have to worry about being murdered. You know? Like, if a zebra saw a VR headset, it'd be like, yeah, that's cool, man. You can wear one of those when you don't have to worry about lions taking you the fuck down. You know? Does that sound stupid? I mean, it doesn't sound stupid to me, dude. It sounds fucking legit, dude. That's a real thought. The luxuries of being, the luxuries of civilization, I guess. A fucking safe civilization. I don't know. Shit's weird, huh? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. What am I even saying? Oh, you know what? What I wanted to talk about was this. Okay, I was walking in a parking lot, right? It was late at night, so I guess this goes against my theory. Here's the thing, though. If people are driving with focus and not being negligent, I think being at night around cars is safer. I do. But if people are being negligent, it's far more dangerous. I was walking through this parking lot, right? That has street lights, okay? So even if your car lights are not on, there's street lights. You can see things. And I'm walking to my car, and this fucking dude, I'm walking past his car, and he just starts reversing. And I just look at the car, and I walk a little faster, and then he slams on his brakes because I guess he sees me at the last minute. And he looks out his window, and like the woman who... The same kind of a stare as the woman who's like, good morning. He looked at me like this. Now, if you're listening to the podcast and not watching it, I highly recommend you go listen to this part right now. Or you go watch this part right now. I said the opposite of what I meant. Go fucking watch it. I'm telling you, go to YouTube and watch this part. It's worth it for this face. He looked at me. He almost hit me and then looked out his window and saw me and went like this. And I looked at him like this. Because he threw a look at me of like, hey, how, like it was my fault he almost fucking hit me. And I looked back at him like, are you out of your goddamn mind? I looked at him like I was going to fucking kill him. I swear to God. Now, was I ever going to do that? No, but I'm telling you, if I could have seen my face, it was probably terrifying. I looked at this dude. I looked into this guy's soul because I was so fucking... It only took a split second to process it, but as soon as his look of blame landed on me, I looked at him like, hey, you almost hit me. I'm going to kill you. What a fucking idiot. What a dumb piece of shit. Dude, how dare you not? How dare you fucking... He looked at me like, how dare you almost get hit by my car that I almost hit you with? How dare you almost get me in trouble for my negligence, you fucking dummy? People are fucking stupid. Listen, man, I've been in that situation where I'm in the wrong and I go like, I'm so sorry. That's my first inclination. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. One time a woman literally almost hit me. Like she went through a stop sign and I had to fucking like move out of the way because she was about to fucking hit me. Okay? And you know what I did? I looked at her with anger and she went like this, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I went like this, it's all good, and smiled and walked away. And then I laughed about it. You know why? Because the woman was nice, okay? If you're nice in a situation like that, you can diffuse shit immediately. But if you almost hit me with your car and then you look at me like, how dare you almost fucking get hit by it? I'm going to look at you with such anger that if another move happens, we might kill each other. Dude, especially because I'm so tired right now because of this fucking job. I got to get up early for it. So it's like, dude, there's something about sleep deprivation and minor irritation that just fuck your whole world up. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something about, like, I only slept 5 hours and now you're fucking with me and I don't have time. Like, I have to get back in bed and you're preventing me from doing that. So I'm going to kill you. Does that make sense? You know? I don't know what that is. Maybe it's like a thing where your body is like, we're too tired to function, so we have to artificially force adrenaline back into your body, so you're gonna get irritated by weird shit just so the fucking adrenaline shoots back. That's my theory. I don't know if it's true. I'm not a fucking scientist or a medical doctor, but that's my theory on why you get so angry when you're sleep deprived. Anyway. We had a sexual harassment seminar, I guess you would call it. Sexual harassment training. Sexual harassment, I guess, training that we had to take or do for my new job. And apparently you're not allowed to say dude, to call people dude. So I mean, you guys, anybody who's heard me speak or has listened to this podcast, you know that if that's the case, your boy's going to get fucking fired, dude. Your boy's going to get fucking canned immediately, dude. I've already said dude 1,000 times in that office building. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You can't say dude. What? Also, it fucking pissed me off because they had dude lumped in with like honey, sweetie, doll face, hunk. Like they basically had they had a bunch of like sexual, like weird, flirty, condescending terms, and then dude. What? And then she followed that up with, why don't you call people this? Because, and then people were like, oh, it could be condescending. I'm like, yeah, the other one's dude isn't. And then she was like, yeah, well, treat people how you want to be treated. I want people to call me dude. Here's the problem, is the woman running the sexual harassment seminar, everything else I was cool with. Everything else was like legit. There was a section where it's like, hey, if you're okay to ask people out at work, we don't have a policy where you can't do that. But if she says no, you don't ask again. Like, you don't repeatedly ask. Okay? No is no. And I was like, absolutely, dude. Fucking know when to back the fuck down, dipshit. Don't say sexually explicit things to people. Agree with all these. But, dude, that's if you're over fucking 40, you don't get it. Dude is androgynous. Dude is colloquialism. It's just fucking, what's up, my friend, pretty much. It is a respectful term. It's me going, hey, I don't think that you're better than me or below me. I think we're equals. Dude is a sign that we're fucking equals, okay? And I've never used it in a gendered context ever, dude. Maybe in middle school and high school. But at a certain point, I was just like, no, this means friend. Also, there was like so much stuff in the sexual harassment seminar that was like about gender identity and stuff. And it was so interesting because it was like clearly made by people who probably have never been around trans people in their life. Because all the rules were based around like, hey, if you misgender someone, they're going to lose it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like very much from the perspective of like, don't call a trans person by the wrong thing because then they'll definitely report you to HR. Which is like, already it's like, I don't think you guys understand the culture or understand or have been around fucking trans people. Because that's not. First of all, I say dude in front of friends of mine who are trans. I call them dude. And they're like, this is, you can't generalize with everybody, but they're not dumb. They get it. They're like, oh yeah, it's a colloquialism. Jake calls everyone dude. It's just friend. They're not fucking dum-dums. Also, if a trans person didn't want to be called dude, they would just go, oh, hey, could you not call me dude? And you go, sure. It's not a fucking HR nightmare. What are you talking about? You know? And then she said this thing, which is just like, I don't know, man. Maybe I should be fired from the job. I don't know. But then she was like, I wouldn't want to be called dude. I'm a woman. I don't want to be called dude. What are you talking about, dude? You're fucking what? That's not what it means, man. You're fucking, you don't know. Listen, I don't know how old this woman was. She seemed like she could be anywhere between like 46 and 50. I don't know. But, and again, I'm not trying to be ageist because there are people her age who are with it. They know dude is dude is dude. But like, come on, man. I was dating somebody who did that to me. Listen, all I'm saying is, yes, there are people who say dude and they only mean it gendered, but fuck those people. Those are the same people who only hold the door open for women. You know what I'm saying? You can see those people coming is my point. But then there's people who hold the door open for everybody and they say dude about everybody to everybody because it means I love you. And what I'm saying is there's context that matters here, okay? We need to be paying attention to the context of dude. Because first of all, I say it so goddamn much that we got to figure out a context because if people are thinking I'm saying some fucked up shit, what the fuck, dude? Okay? So this is defining dude. And dude means friend in my book. So if I'm calling you dude, that means I love and respect you. And I might even want to kiss you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this person I dated, she pulled that on me. I was like, oh, sick, dude. First of all, if you start dating me, right, and you don't like being called dude, what are you doing dating me? All right? Anyone who's listening to this podcast or who's talked to me for 3 fucking seconds, if you talk to me and then go, oh, he's cute, I want to date him, and then I continue saying dude to you, and you go, what the fuck? Why are you still calling me dude? Something was missed. Something was lost in translation. Something slipped through your brain, okay? I don't treat anyone differently. I really don't. The people who I'm dating, the people who I'm friends with, all of it. The only difference between people I'm dating and friends with is the person I'm dating gets like a cheesy romantic side of me, like a really flirty fucking side of me that like other people don't, right? And I'll kiss them and have sex with them. Like that's the difference. I don't kiss and have sex with friends of mine, but I'll do that with my fucking person I think is really awesome and I want to, chill with, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? There are people who you want to finagle with and people who you're friends with, and they both get treated very similarly, except for the finagling, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I even sometimes I'm talking to people, and I'm like, the way I'm talking to this purely platonic friend is probably how I'd be flirting with somebody else, right? I guess there's a little more of a, you know what I'm saying? Between the friend and the flirt. The flirt's a little more like, and the friend is like, yeah, ha, 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 ha. You know what I'm talking about? Dude, those sounds make sense. You understand. Flirting is, it's a bit of a, and fucking friends is like, you know? Am I speaking in Somalian right now? Kind of, and you get it. What the fuck am I talking about? But yeah, dude. Dude is chill. Dude is good. So yeah, if I get fired for saying dude, I mean, it might be pretty fucking funny. Would be the worst thing ever to get fired for saying dude. But yeah. Anyway, the person I was dating, I think I've told this story, but yeah, I texted her something like, "Oh, sick, dude." And then she was like, "Can you not call me that?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "I'm not a dude." Or she's like, "Can you not call me that?" And I go, "What, dude?" And she goes, "Yeah, you say it a lot." I go, "Yeah, well, I just say that to people as like I mean, I've been seeing this person for a month, okay? She knows how much I say dude. And I've called her dude many times." And she goes, I go, "Well, I just mean as like friend or like, I just mean as like somebody I like. It's just a colloquialism for me." And she goes, "Yeah, I know, but I like just don't say it to me." And I was like, "Why?" She's like, "'Cause I'm not a dude." So then I said, "Oh, okay, sick, dude." Which, dude, I would be fired if that was the work context. Am I right? Dude, that's a fireable offense right there in my current work, apparently. Dude, if I did that same exchange with another fucking employee, they'd fucking fire my ass, dude. Um, yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe in a work setting, I would be like, "Oh, cool. Yeah, I won't call you dude." But I don't know. But it's just like, it's weird. You know why I'm saying it. Like, I'm not. Again, I think it might be a generational thing. I could be wrong. Maybe I shouldn't say dude. I mean, I won't call you a dude. If you really don't want to be called dude, I wouldn't call you dude. Like, if somebody straight up was like, "Listen, man, I don't want to be called that. It reminds me," if a trans person was like, "That reminds me of," I know you're saying it like as a colloquialism. I know you're saying it as we're friends, but it reminds me of, identifying with a gender that I don't, that was not me. And I'd be like, "Oh, okay, cool." It reminds you of pretending to be something you weren't. I get that, okay? And now you feel your true self, and you don't want to be reminded of that. I get it, and I would respect that 100%. But what I'm saying is, not everyone feels that way, and that's why it's weird. That whole harassment thing was like, it's like you guys are lacking info. You guys are acting like people are not as nuanced as they actually are. And also a woman who I was friends with, if she's like, "Don't call me dude." Well, no, see, no. I guess someone who I'm not friends with who was like, "Don't call me dude," I'd be like, "All right, I won't." But also in my head, I'd be like, "Well, we're never going to be that close." But if I had a friend who was like, "Don't call me dude," I'd be like, "Come on, dude. You're my dude, dude." And if I'm dating somebody, like, they got to be called dude. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to say it. I mean, I'm going to be like, "Dude, you're cute as shit. You're the most beautiful person I've ever seen, dude." Like, why is that? Come on, man. Listen, maybe this is a blind spot for me, okay? Maybe I sound like a fucking bigot right now. But I don't understand what's wrong with being like, "Dude, you're cute as shit, dude. I want to kiss you right now." I feel like the response to that being, "Don't call me dude," would be weird. "Hey, I love you, dude." Dude? Well, I say I love you too. "Yeah, but I'm not a dude." Fuck off. Anyway. Your boy will be fine, bro. I'll be fine. I won't get fired. Maybe I'll get fired for being bad at the job, but I don't think I'll get fired for saying dude. I might get fired for being bad at the job, but definitely not for saying dude. Or maybe I will. I don't know. Who knows? Time will tell. Be an interesting story at least. Yeah. I don't know. There's certain things I want to talk about, but I'm like, wow, should I talk? I don't know. Dude, I have a date coming up. I do have a date coming up. I'm so excited about it, bro. Dude, I just have to tell you guys. I'm very excited about it. I gotta tell somebody. I'm excited, dude. I'm pretty fucking excited. It's not it's a little far out from now, but it's I'm excited. I don't know. I just had to say it out loud. I'm excited. This person is cute as shit and fucking fun and I'm excited, bro. Anyway, let's not talk about that. What I want to talk about was shit. Dude, this girl's so cute. I can't wait to fucking go on a date with her. I'm gonna fucking bite her fucking cheek. Anyway, let's talk about poo-poo. Okay, this is a very important fucking discussion, and I feel like no one talks about it. And it's a thing, it's a blind spot in our fucking universe because people don't want to talk too in depth about shit, okay? For a long time, people tried to act like women don't poop. I think my dad still believes that women don't poop. He's a fucking dum-dum. But what I'm saying is, our shame for poo has made us lacking in a discussion that is maybe more important than any other discussion in our time. Okay? And that discussion that needs to be had, that debate that needs to be had is, do you wipe the schmear? And saying this now, I feel like I've talked about this before already on this podcast. Like now that when I say, do you wipe the schmear, I feel like more than ever, this is the most clairvoyant I've been of like, I've definitely talked about this before. But that's how important this is that fuck it, I'm going to talk about it again. Do you wipe the schmear? Do you? Just answer. Just text me, DM me, whatever. Sometimes when you shit, I don't care who you are, we all have those muddy, gross, don't flush properly shit-talkies, okay? And most of it goes down, but it drags, dude. You got a shit that fucking drags. And what's left over is a little bit of schmear in the water, and you could see it. And some people, the next time you might be peeing, and or the next time you go in the bathroom, you might piss it away. I don't know. I guess that's what men do at least, or anybody who's got a panache, that's what they do. They just piss at it like a fucking water hose, cleaning up blood off the sidewalk. That's what we do. We piss the shit away like blood being wiped away from a crime scene. That's what we fucking do. Like blood being hosed away. You ever see that scene? You ever see Who Framed Roger Rabbit? When they're fucking hosing the dip back into the drain? That's what it is. I'm fucking hosing that dip with my penis. Just pissing that shit into the toilet. Anyway, that's one way to get rid of the schmear, but what do you do? If you're at somebody else's house, you take a shit, it's muddy, it drags, and you got some thick crumbs going. You got some thick fucking schmear going on. What do? Do you take their toilet shit? Like, do you take their fucking toilet brush and clean it yourself? Or do you just leave it and that's a fucking occupational hazard right there? That's just like how it goes sometimes. What do you do? Because I was never taught to wipe the schmear, so I never do. But then I'm thinking, does the person after me, especially when it's a small apartment or it's like so clear I just shit, like I made that schmear, it's just me and you in the house. What? Are you, does the person go in after me? Like if I'm dating somebody and I fucking take a shit and there's schmear and it's just me and her in her apartment, right? And then she goes into the bathroom. Is she thinking, hey, dude, what the fuck? Why didn't he wipe this away? Or is he thinking, hey, it is what it is. That's what happens. And then she just shits on the schmear. Do we double shit the schmear? Do we double schmear it? Or does somebody, who wipes it away? Is it my job as guest or is it their job as host? Who wipes the schmear, dude? Because I've had schmear moments. I've had moments where somebody's at my house, they take a shit, there's some schmear, and I never once am like, I never once was like, ew. I was just like, yeah, dude, it fucking happens, dude. It's what's called. It's a byproduct of taking a shit. It's a fucking side effect of it. You get some schmear sometimes. So I guess that's what I want. I want to pose that question to you guys. Do you wipe the schmear? Am I a disgusting fuck for never wiping it? I mean, now I've been doing it because it's just like it's been too much. You know? It's been too fucking much. Oh man. Do I want to talk about this? I don't even know if I have enough time. I took a shit in somebody's apartment, right? And then I guess it didn't flush properly, or like I forgot to flush, right? And then I was just chilling there at the apartment for like an hour or two and no one else was there. And then I went to the bathroom again, and thank God I opened the fucking toilet and I realized like the shit didn't go down, and it just was like it's like all in the schmear zone was the whole shit. In the schmear zone was the whole shit. So in that moment, I was like, I have to fucking clean this. And thank God they had the fucking toilet brush that, like, when you're done, you just shoot it into the toilet. I think you shoot it into the toilet. I'm assuming you don't throw it in the trash. I mean, I was petrified. I was like, if I shoot this into the toilet, is it going to clog the toilet? Anyway, because it's plastic. Anyway, so I just pushed. I was like, how am I going to do this? Thankfully, I just pushed the schmear. The full-on shit schmear down, and it slid into the toilet, and then I fucking flushed it, and it was all good to go. And to be honest with you, I mean, that was like a full shit as a schmear. It was disgusting. But in that moment, I was like, listen. In that moment, I had a clairvoyant moment where I thought I should be wiping the schmear, because this looking at this clean toilet as I exit the bathroom relieves a lot of unneeded stress that I've created for myself in my life. At the very least, if you'll be stressed about the schmear, wipe the fucking schmear. All right? And on that note, that's the end of the podcast. March 19th, Pine Box Rock Shop, 8 o'clock. March 29th, Sunday. Pine Box is a Thursday. Union Hall, March 29th, Sunday. Come to those shows. They're going to be fucking great. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
Jake, you're an idiot. Jake, you don't make any sense. Jake, you're a piece of shit.